a long time been saying that we picked the best players and not the best team. And it was just so nice to see a team there. It wasn't a big team of egos, where people like Jagielka coming in, you know, Adam Johnson's been a breath of fresh air. We had square pegs in square holes and round pegs in round holes, and you know, we had a nice balanced 4-4-2. Gerrard was playing centre mid with Barry, left foot and a right footer. Steve Gerrard's the best player in England. Put him in there, who's the best people to put around him, get ourselves width. And when we play at Wembley and we play the English way, we're hard to contain. Jermaine Defoe up front, natural predator striker. Wayne Rooney is such an immense talent. Just let him play. You wind him up, go and play, go and find the ball, go and find space, make things happen. That's where Wayne's at his best, that's what he's happy doing. You know, you can't play Wayne on the left, or you can't play, you know, he can play as a 2, but at his best, it's just go and find space and play Wayne. And, you know, brilliant, Switzerland again, excellent performance, we did a job, got it done, you know, flattered us in the end, they got a man sent off. We're back to that, don't play with a bit of freedom, play with a bit of confidence. And that's really what it's about, you know. We played with too much fear and really too heavy minds. And, you know, obviously all the off-the-field stuff, it doesn't help, but come on, England. It was funny going into the World Cup. Everyone talks about Wayne as a world-class player, and we said, do you know what? He's a world-class talent, but he hasn't proved he's a world-class player. And to do that, you've got to deliver on the biggest stage. He's done it on the Champions League stage, but we really needed him to go to the World Cup and fire. He had his ankle problem, maybe wasn't fully fit, and as we know now, probably too much going on in the background. We thought having the baby, getting married, it's too much going on, you know. It's just, you need your off life to be quiet, you need to be settled, and really you need to focus. Perhaps that's where the other countries get it better. You know, they don't get involved in perhaps the off-the-field stuff that we seem to do. You know, Beckham, you know, it's too much of an entourage. You know, I think Steven Gerrard and all the wags, you know, they want to be as famous as the guys. They've got loads going on. They're filming TV shows everywhere. And it's part of this circus that follows the England players. And I don't really know what the answer is, but at some stage, some of the players just got to say, do you know what? I just want to focus on my football, on a nice quiet life, and the most important thing is winning Champions Leagues and winning World Cups and European Championships with England. And you know, when I sort of retire, or when I get to the stage where I hang my boots up, then I'm going to become a pop star, film star, TV star. And you know, I can go to Saint-Tropez with the missus in Los Angeles and mix with the film stars like Vinnie Jones has done. Because there's still time, you know, there's a long time after you finish playing, and there's time for Beckham, there's time for Rooney and Colleen to be big stars then. But it would just be nice if they could focus for 4 years or 10 years and let's win something, because we're a bit of a laughing stock at the moment. David's been an incredible ambassador and he's been a wonderful player for England, but there was a time, you know, that's why Sir Alex, you know, the off-the-field stuff became bigger. I think when he took that big contract to go to LA Galaxy, I think really he was saying that the off-the-field is more important than my football now. I think for David, if he wanted to play for England, play top-flight football, he'd have stayed at Madrid or he'd stayed in a top-flight football. When he went to LA, I thought he basically said, look, and I think that we needed a big manager to say Sven or what was it, McLaren did it, and then he brought him back, and now Capello. The problem with Beckham is such a big brand. We've got 2018 coming up, he's an ambassador, we need him, you know, he sells shirts, he puts bums on seats, you know, around the world, we've got to use him as an iconic figure. So it is a bit of a joke, because I think really David should be part of the past now. Thank you very much, but we should be building these people through, you know, Lennon, Wright Phillips, Walcott, Johnson. They're the future, Milner, they're the guys we should be bringing through. Well, they shouldn't. You know, just because they played well in the past, I think they should be judged on where they are now. Great, I think the Cahills should get their chances. I think, you know, your Jagielkas should get a chance, but I think Rio Ferdinand and Terry will be the top two, and it's good for them to have some sort of expectation. I think they need that competition. You know, not just going to play every week, every game. And if someone's playing well, put them in. That's what the England team's all about. You know, I don't think the Lampard-Gerrard thing works well. They always seem to push Gerrard onto the left, and I don't think that's it. I think pick a team. Pick a team. You've got to make some hard decisions. And why not have Lampard coming off the bench? Because he's a fantastic player. You know, Fabregas, you know, they don't always play. You've got Iniesta, you know, Xavi and all these other teams. You know, you've got to be a strong manager. I think that's where Capello has really, in my eyes, not really been as strong as I thought he would be. I don't think so. I think last year was absolutely brilliant. I think Chelsea lost 6 games, Man United lost 7. It was absolutely brilliant. I think the gap's closing. Man City, Tottenham, Villa will be right in there. I think the gap between the top 4 or 5 are close. Chelsea have had a great start. West Ham, West Brom, Wigan, West Ham. And I think that's been the reason. But they've done the job. You can only beat what's in front of you, and they've done it well, to be fair to them. I thought they'd missed Cavallo a little bit more, but Ivanovic has come in and he looks strong. So a bit and they've just added. And I tell you what, when Drogba's in the mood, you know, immense. You know, and they've got great quality. Essien's back; he's like a new player. So I can't see beyond Chelsea winning the title, but I think Man United, Arsenal, and Man City will give them a good run for their money. I suppose they've struggled to make fifth, sixth place to be about as best they could do this year. I think the squad isn't massive, loads of injuries, and they'll just find out what it's like to have been a big competition like the Champions League. I know it's only till Christmas if they make the latter stages, but I think it's going to be a big test for them, and so far, from what I've seen, I'm not sure they've got the squad